Hello everyone, welcome to Prompt with Pal Security Under the Hood, where we take you behind the scenes of how Microsoft security innovation turns investigation challenge into opportunities to respond smarter and faster. Today we're diving into how the threat analytics powered by Microsoft Defender Threat Intelligence and Security Copilot helps you accelerate the impact analysis. In the world of cybersecurity, the speed isn't an advantage, it's survival. Every second between the detection and decision can determine the scale of the impact. But analysts often face alert fatigue, scattered threat data, and hours of spent correlating the indicators. That's where the synergy of Microsoft Defender, Threat Intelligence, and Security Copilot steps in, transforming trillions of global signals into a contextual insight you can act on instantly. So together, they bridge the gap between the raw data and actionable insight intelligence, helping the SOC team answer the toughest questions like what's the real impact of this threat on us right now. Let's take a look under the hood. At its core, Microsoft Defender Threat Intelligence provides continuously updated threat intelligence, mapping the threat actors, domains, campaigns across the global threat landscape, and Security Copilot builds on the foundation, interpreting those signals through the natural language reasoning, mapping them to a framework for deeper insights. The result, analysts can now move from isolated alerts of complete attack narrative in seconds. So accelerating the investigation, triage, and response. So let's see it in action. So let's get started. So here is the Unified Defender portal bringing together SIEM and XDR into one streamlined experience. This is the starting point for your security operation as one pane of single glass across the endpoint, identities, email, cloud apps. From here, we will move into threat intelligence space where you turn the raw threat signals into prioritized insights. So let's click on threat intelligence and then threat analytics. And this is our mission control. At the top, you notice a dashboard level aggregation of attack campaign, tools and techniques, activity groups, vulnerabilities, and attack surface. These counters show you how broad the adversary landscape is and how Microsoft's threat intelligence is modeling it behind the scene. Below, three cards break down what you really need to care about: the latest threats, newly surfaced or updated threat reports, high impact threats, those with many alerts and incidents, the highest exposure threat where your environment is most vulnerable. In short, this page shows both what's new in the world and what's already pressing for you. Now the real superhero arrives. Copilot, the security copilot on the right-hand pane, you see suggested prompts like summarize, prioritize, and ask. Instead of digging through dozens of reports, you can jump into natural language insights. Let's try it. What should I focus on based on the exposure scores? In seconds, Copilot generates a prioritized list of threats along with summaries, metrics, and where exposure lies. Vulnerabilities, misconfiguration, impacted assets. So Copilot quickly summarizes top threats, ranks them into their impact, exposure score, and related vulnerabilities. One that immediately stands out here is ClickFix, and this one deserves attention. Copilot explains that this technique is being used in DarkGate malware campaign delivered through fake Notion website. Attacker tricks the users into clicking what looks like harmless verification or update prompt. That's ClickFix moment. Behind the scene, that click slightly launches a PowerShell or an auto IT script, granting the attacker access and setting up persistence. This campaign has already impacted education, healthcare, entertainment, and manufacturing sectors globally. Copilot also highlights the exposure score, helping you gauge the severity in your environment, the count of the misconfigured devices showing where policy gaps exist, and the timeline of the latest threat update. All of this in one guided window, no multiple tabs, no PDF, just contextual intelligence instantly accessible through natural language. Now I want to know exactly how this threat operates. So I asked Copilot, what are the techniques observed in ClickFix threat? In seconds, Copilot maps the entire MITRE attack chain, and you can see it gives important informations like initial access, execution, persistence, and resource development that happened, like the registry modification and domain acquisition, sustained access, defense evasion, and command and control, which is communication occurs over encrypted HTTPS channel blending with the normal traffic. This isn't just data, it's a structured analyst ready story that shows exactly how the adversary moves. And since visibility isn't enough, let's move into action. I asked Copilot, are there any IoCs I could extract to generate a detection rule? Instantly, Copilot lists indicator of compromise, which is IoCs, such as file hashes associated with the DarkGate campaign. With a single click, I share these with our threat hunting or a detection engineering team to create rule in Sentinel and Defender XDR. That's intelligence translated into immediate operational value. So let's recap what we saw. The threat analytics dashboard gives us the real-time view of the global and organizational threats. Security Copilot brings those insights to life, summarizing, prioritizing, and contextualizing them instantly. We moved from identifying an emerging technique like ClickFix to understand its attack chain to extract the IOC, all in a matter of minutes. This is how AI-assisted security transforms our SOC from reactive to proactive, turning intelligence into impact.
So what we just saw is the future of security operation, where AI and threat intelligence seamlessly merge to provide precise insight at the speed of security breach. With Microsoft Defender threat intelligence enriching every query and Microsoft Security Copilot guiding every decision, team can move beyond detection to decisive informed action. So it's not just about the faster analysis, it's about transforming every analyst into a force multiplier. So with that, until next time, keep building your security muscle and stay ahead of the threat curve. Thank you.